something to...
I have to thank Tiffany for inviting me to do this. When she asked me if I wanted to speak, I said yes. Because, no, well, it's not because I really have anything profound to say. I just like talking about booze. Woo! Tetons, bags.
That was mine.
And she told me there would be wine here. I'm like, yay, wine, talk about booze. Honestly, this is just the writing I believe. So, back to booze. My mom and my three sisters and I have always been #celeste in the booze department. I've always had, D, double D's. Middle sisters had some nice C's. I had a little sister who came straight out of Dollywood. 18 years old, she had these giant genetic mutations. And it was always awkward when me and my other sister would go out somewhere. So our guy friends would be like, hey, he's actually here. No. She's still, married. Yes. Yes. We had an extra spot on the boat. Thought maybe she wanted to come with us, go for a jog, something. No. She finally had it reduced to more manageable LBs. But not everyone. Sometimes we get tired of talking about booze as sexual objects. I mean, nobody wants to talk about what they're really for, their natural, functional purpose. That is getting us out of speeding tickets. Closer to the stage at concerts.
Yes.
Backstage if you have the right ones. Just kidding, Mom. Heard that from a friend. Those Mardi Gras movies. Another thing we've always been blessed is the health department. We come from a huge family. As Tiffany said, my dad is one of 11. My mom is one of 7. We figured this out one time after the function that we had. We sat down in a cousin chart. And I've got 126 first cousins. That includes, now first cousins include your cousins, your cousin's spouse, your cousin's offspring, which is your first cousin once removed, 126 first cousins. There's relatively little disease. I was always going to the doctor's office and checking no on all the boxes. Heart disease, nope. Cholesterol, nope. Reflux disease, nope. Cancer? Let's see. My dad had prostate cancer, but that doesn't really count. I had a cousin, Tiffany, she got breast cancer. I don't even know anything about it. I saw it on Facebook. Nope. Our family does not get cancer. Then my mom got cancer. A lot of you know my mom as the Arby's lady. She had the Arby's on 17th Street for almost 30 years with her partner. Until last year, she decided to retire. And retire, and spend more time with horses, and work with little kids. That's going to be great. That was 10 months ago. 10 months ago. So, she called me 4 months out of retirement. She said, oh, hey, it's Mom. I just want to let you know I'm having a biopsy tomorrow. Biopsy? What do you want biopsy for? So yeah, you know how doctors are. They found something on a mammogram, they're going to go in, they're going to biopsy it. It's going to be no big deal. She's like, here's the best part. They're going to give me a Valium. Really? She's like, oh, they gave me one at the hospital when I had your sister 30 years ago. It was amazing. 1980 call, they want their placebo back. The pharmaceutical industry's come a long way in anti-anxiety medicines. I heard from a friend. She's like, she's like, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? She's like, it felt like they shot me through the lymph node with Clint Eastwood's 44 Magnum. You got your lymph node biopsy? You didn't tell me you were getting a lymph node biopsy. I'm sure it's nothing. You know how doctors are. We have dense breasts. My mom is a very strong, tough woman. I mean, she raised me. I was the first one. When I was a teenager, all I wanted to do was drink and swear and smoke pot and get tattoos, and she was always grounding me. And she said, if you come into my house with a tattoo, I will kill you. And I will make it look like an accident. And you will be buried in the Emmons Cemetery. We already have a plot for you. I can show you where it's at. Notice I don't have any. I didn't tell her what I was going to talk about tonight. In fact, if I come up missing, I want you all to take a strong look at her. She's very, very tough. She's always driven the biggest thing on the road to come out of Detroit that doesn't require a commercial driver's license. One of our clever boyfriends dubs it the roast beast. We always wanted to get like a sticker on the back of like a roast with fangs and these little arms. Roast beast. Tough as nails. One time I remember there was this old cattle chute corral outside in front of the house, and she was tired of looking at it. So instead of burning it to the ground like a normal lazy person would do, she went out with her bare hands and dismantled the entire cattle chute and corrals. Nails didn't stand a chance. Nails were flying. It's almost like you were mad and taking your anger out on someone, but I was 16 and not paying attention. My mom is so tough, she slapped an Obama sticker on the back of her car and drove it to church.
Woo-woo!
Like, I heard those garments are supposed to stop bullets and everything, but... So we're going to fast forward to the day that the results come back. And I'm at a Little League game with my sons. And she calls. She's like, oh, hey, it's Mom. I got my Little League game. She's like, oh, I got the results back. You want me to call you later? No? Oh, good. I already know what it's going to be. It's going to be negative. She goes, okay, yeah, I have cancer. And my head's like cancer? Not like real cancer. Not like lose your hair cancer. It's gotta be a false positive. Like, you don't get cancer. What? She's like, it's in both breasts. Oh. I don't remember the rest of the conversation. I held it together until I hung up the phone. And I called out for Phil, who was on first base. And I called out his name, and I shouted it, and nothing came out of my mouth. It was like the dream that you have when you're trying to shout and nothing comes out. I did it again. Luckily, one of the moms next to me noticed what was going on, and she's like, you want to go? And she got him, collapsed. And for the rest of the game, the moms shielded me as I was sobbing on the ground from my son, who was playing ball and had no idea. The next couple days were kind of a blur. She called next day. She's like, guys are doing all right, we're grasping this. She's like, yeah, we're going to find out what stage I'm at. I'm like, stage? Figure out where we're going to go, have treatment. God, treatment, really? Like, we knew nothing about cancer. And let me tell you what, you got a real education in about 4 days about everything, like knowing nothing about breast cancer to, oh, you have bilateral infection carcinoma. She did go to Misty in Boise, who verified that she did have double breast cancer, stage 3A. And they decided that the best way to treat it was to do chemotherapy, shrink the tumors, and then after chemotherapy, see what could be salvaged, maybe a small lumpectomy, maybe some radiation.
What's going on?
Okay. We're gonna go through chemo. So what do? We pack up the kids and we go to Legoland. Me and Mom and the kids are going to Lego. It's weird going on vacation when there's something inside your body trying to kill you. And I swear that my mom has never gotten more compliments on her hair than when we were at Legoland. We were on the plane and the flight attendant actually came over, stopped in the aisle, put her hand on Mom's shoulder and goes, "You have the most beautiful hair." And all we could do was laugh. Like, I should tell her. Do you want me to tell her? Because I should tell her. That's funny. No. So she goes back to Boise, gets her chemo port put in. Thankfully, the doctors at St. Luke's are this wonderful collaborative team. They have what's called a breast board, and it's composed of 9 just rock star doctors, oncologists, radiologists, surgeons who meet once a week, and they have a patient of the week. And the day after she got her chemo port put in, ready for chemo, right? We go to the doctor and he says, "Deborah, got some news. All 9 of us unanimously decided yesterday that you're getting a double mastectomy. Monday." Okay. We went from the family who doesn't get cancer to double mastectomy. Cancer changes people. One thing that my mom has learned to do really well is say the F word. When she first started saying it, it was kind of forced and awkward, like a 4th grader on the playground was trying to be cool. And she just drops it like a fucking professional. Every time I say it, I still look up and see if she's going to slap me. I'm 27 years old, for God's sake. I hope your bishop's not here. I wouldn't want him to find out you discovered the health benefits of wine either. Okay, double mastectomy. I took a week off school and work to take care of her for that week. Because somebody had to empty her drains, and she can't lift anything. And I mean, it's a pretty major surgery. So, helped around the house. She has to vacuum every single day. My mom is extremely tough, but I have never seen her tougher than when she took off that ace bandage for the first time in the mirror and looked at the scars where her beautiful breast used to be. She didn't cry, at least not in front of me. She got in the shower, came out and just asked me to do her hair. Let's get ready for chemo. 3 weeks after the surgery, we're ready to start chemo. I don't know anything about chemo. All I know about chemo is what I've seen on the movies and TV. I mean, what it looks like to me is it is 9 months every day of like the worst hangover of your life. And you know what the worst hangover of your life feels like. You're on the couch, you're throwing up, you're bargaining with God. I will never drink tequila again. Catch me, promise. Margarita's gonna be That's how I thought chemo was gonna be. Her first chemo treatment, Mom shows up to the hospital with an entire suitcase. Took Dad 2 trips to the roast beef just to get our stuff in. It's like, well, you know, I've got a blanket, I've got a robe, got some slippers, I got a phone charger, got my journal, books, some magazines, some lip gloss. God bless those chemo nurses. They just looked at her like, oh, that's adorable. She's a first timer. You didn't get to use your slippers one time, did you? They give you a lot of drugs in chemo. They send her home with a virtual army, like a pharmacy of drugs. They give you antihistamines and they give you anti-nausea medication. anti-anxiety medication. And I'm terrified, right? Like, I don't want to see my mom suffer. So I took her aside and I'm like, Mom, if this gets really bad, like, I know some people, we can get you some like alternative medicine, which you might have to smoke. I know helps with nausea and appetite and anxiety. I heard from a friend. She just gave me that look like, okay, sure. Really? Sadly, she has not been sick enough to do that yet. Trust me, there is nothing more that I want to see than my Mormon mother stoned out of her mind on the couch. I can really go for a quesadilla and some chocolate tacos right now. People are asking me all the time, like,
You love your sister.
No. This is how my mom's doing on chemo. She calls me up 2 weeks ago. She's like, hey, get my carpets cleaned. You want carpets cleaned? Yeah. Sounds great. Who are you going to hire? She's like, oh, no. I brought my carpet cleaner from Idaho Falls. I'm just going to do it myself. You're not cleaning my carpets. You have cancer. Well, I'm going to bring your dad. He'll move your furniture around. It'll be fine. No. You're not going to... I'll be there on Tuesday. So I called my boyfriend, who's a pretty strong dude. I'm like, would you go over there and please not let that happen? Tuesday rolls around and calls. He's like, she flew right past me. I come home. All of my carpets are cleaned and my garage is swept. I'm like, you couldn't do the inside, just lower level my windows? Can't milk this cancer thing forever. But in spite of it all, I mean, we've been trying to keep it pretty light. Last Sunday at dinner, Mom said that someone asked her, God, don't you wish this had never happened? And she actually said no. She said, I'm glad it happened because of the outlook that it's given me on life. She said, I wish it would have happened sooner. She said, when this is over, I'm going to get a tattoo.
Yeah!
On her arm, like, you going to sleep? Like, what are you doing? Like, well, it's going to be simple. It's going to be a ribbon. It's going to say survivor. They say that as our parents age, the roles reverse, and we become the caretaker of our parents. I've been very honored to have been your caretaker, but I do have to tell you this. Between the drinking and the swearing and the pot smoking, if after you've kicked cancer's ass, you come into my house with a tattoo, you are so grounded.